All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Phyllis Anderson. Welcome to our team. This is our new ambassador call. I am, if you haven't met me yet or know me, I'm an emergency room nurse of over 21 years. I've been married to my high school sweetheart for 32. We have three boys, 32, 30, and 18. And I've been using Plexus for the last 3 years. So I got started because I was not able to lose weight despite running like miles for training for marathons, like the 26.2 mile kind. I was cross training at the gym, and I had put on about 20 pounds over 2 years. So I knew there was something wrong with my hormones. And I had gone through the change of life real early at 41. I stopped having periods. And so it left me with a doctor's visit with a gynecologist who was just going to offer me some hormone replacement, that told me, really it's just going to help you, or it's going to make you gain weight. It may take away your hot flashes, but that's about all it'll do. So I said, I don't want to gain any more weight. And I've been dealing with these hot flashes for 8 years, so I'm good. So she supported my decision because I also had a strong family history of breast cancer. And that was really my biggest concern. Weight gain too, right? But I left, and then that's when I found this cute little Missy. Didn't find her. She's my sister-in-law, Barbie. She's on the call here. And I just went to her because she is a fitness guru. She's also an ER nurse. And I said, out of desperation, I need some help. Like, can you just give me a new workout routine? I think my body's used to all this exercise. Maybe I'm doing too much, too little. Like, just help me. And that's when she told me about the supplements. So I love that there's something here for everyone. My story is totally different than Barbie's story. But what I found with the supplements was relief of my menopause symptoms, relief of some chronic infections like yeast, urinary tract, sinus, and canker sores. So that's kind of a big deal because when you talk about what we're going to talk about tonight is gut health, we're talking about balancing our guts, gut microbiome, and balancing blood sugars, and reducing inflammation. And then also we have a microbiome on the outside of our bodies. It's skin. It's our largest organ actually, and it's really important to prevent the like bugs from getting in us from the outside. So you guys have come to the right place. You have found an amazing company with a beautiful culture and ethics for really truly creating health and happiness for everyone. I also found help with energy, mood, craving, sleep. Like, it's crazy what this little pink drink will do for you. Not to mention all these other supplements that we're going to kind of quickly go over because everyone maybe ordered different packs. We want to just quickly cover, like, how am I supposed to be taking these things? How do I adjust a couple things? And then how do I get started? Like, what do I do to get started? I have 3 videos that I share with the new people that I have joined. And it's really kind of what we're doing here, but it's a little bit longer. It's how to get started on products, what to expect, and then detox and die off. So I'm going to hit those pretty quickly tonight. But if you're interested in those videos, let me know, and I will forward them to you if you don't already have them. So let's take some notes. If you guys have pencil and paper, I think it's a great idea to take some notes tonight. But I want you to journal. Like, please journal this because you started for a reason, and I really want that to be your biggest why. Like, why am I doing Plexus? Why is this important to me? So why did I get started? What are your current health concerns? How do you feel physically, mentally, energetically? What goals do you have? So I want you to write down your goals. I want you to weigh yourself one time and throw that scale away because that does not define you. That number does not define you. Okay, take pictures up close of your face, full length from the front, from the side. Measure yourself because inches are going to be bigger than pounds. Let me tell you right now. Shayna is on this call and she lost 25 pounds, but 27.5 inches. Am I right, Shayna? And actually she's lost 30 pounds now and she just started April 7th.
Yes, something like that. It's more inches now. I haven't measured in a couple of weeks, but yeah.
Her before and afters will just blow your mind. So that's another story for another day. Goodness. But you know what? Her testimony is within Plexus Transformations. If you look up Shayna Cushman, you'll find her testimony. It's brilliant. It's wonderful. Okay. Keeping track of how much water you're drinking. I love that my Anna is on this call tonight. Anna has put an app, you guys, in Plexus Transformations. What's the name of it, Anna? Oops, let me unmute you. I'm sorry. Let me unmute. Sorry, did I just, hold on. I'm trying to unmute you. Are you unmuting yourself? I'll leave it alone. You do it. There you go.
Okay. I think it's just plain and simple water tracker. But the picture is in that post that I put on the Facebook group.
I love it. So she went ahead, like Anna has just gotten started, you guys, but she went ahead and she downloaded this app and she showed it to me, and it's a person's body and the water just like rises and it keeps track of your ounces for you. So if you're a person that's like, I am not a water drinker, this is going to be hard for me, I'm going to really, really encourage you and strongly encourage you that you get this app so that you can fill your water, keep it with you, keep track of what you're drinking, because these products won't work great unless you're drinking enough water. Like, they're just going to work so much better for you when you're well hydrated. So I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, our bodies are mostly made of water. So this is another reason why we want to at least drink half our weight in ounces daily. I tell everyone push between 100 to 120 ounces a day. And I know that sounds like a lot. That's 3 liters, almost 4 liters, like a gallon, pushing a gallon. Unless your doctor has told you specifically, like, no, you can't have that much water. Everybody needs water, okay? And it's hot, it's summertime, so we really actually need more when we're sweating. Okay, we want to stay well hydrated. Change takes time. So when you think of our gut as a garden, like, how fast does a garden grow, right? It takes time, it takes patience, it takes nurturing, caring for it, watering it, feeding it, seeding it, weeding it. But a gorgeous garden is on its way. Time and consistency are key. So your supplements, just think of it as like one of the most important things you do every single day is they go in your mouth and you swallow them. And if you forget to take them here, who cares? Just take them there. Just literally just get them into your body, okay? And for some of you, depending on which packets you ordered, some of them come with a lot of things. So if that's overwhelming to you, that's okay. Like, let's talk to your sponsor, whoever brought you here. We can set some things aside that are just kind of like awesome still, but like not maybe essential to getting you started. So we'll do that first. And then all of us here are totally unique. I want you guys to know that, right? We're all made so special, but we're all super unique. So our journeys may look very different. So again, no quick fixes here. We're focusing on the root cause behind what has created an imbalance in our health, or something that's just not quite right, or things that we hope to see change. So another thing I want to address is, do these supplements take the place of diet and exercise? What do you guys think? There's Barbie. No. Diet is still really key. But what's fun is, you will see, like, I'm just going to kind of keep picking on Anna. I hope you don't mind. She gave up her Diet Coke, like, right? Immediately. She's like, I don't want my Diet Coke. Day one. Day 1? Yeah. Day 2. Okay, day 2. Amazing. And then Shayna's on here, and she could tell you about her pint of ice cream she was eating every single night, and she doesn't do that anymore. Maybe that's why we've lost 30 pounds, right, Shayna? I love that. So it's super cool. It like helps you with self-control. So you're going to love it. Moving your body right now is key, because you want to get those like nasty toxins out, but you don't want to be like running in and doing CrossFit for the first time. Like, you want to take it easy. It's called like yoga, gentle stretching, nice little walks. Epsom salt baths are going to be really cool. Or actually, they're going to be hot, but they're going to make you sweat and get those toxins out. And that's what we want you to do, is sweating, okay? Sweating, pooping, peeing, to get the toxins out that we're going to be flushing from our system. Okay. All right. So when we're talking about gut health and making these changes to our microbiome, you will see some changes. Some people barely notice it. Other people have some significant changes. And I'm going to kind of just run through some of those symptoms that you may notice, but please know it's normal. It's part of the healing that's taking place. And in some cases, it's known as a healing crisis. And that sounds pretty significant. For some people it is. But that's why we're here to talk about the things you can do to support yourself during that time. So let's just talk about the basic products. So you've got your Slim, right? Everybody's got your little pink drink. Or maybe you have the longer one, that's your Hunger Control Slim, which I love. It's such a good thing to start with, is that hunger control. But I started with this one. It just is going to be a little more powerful for your gut. Okay, it's going to fertilize and start crowding out the bad, because we're going to be populating the good. So this is where you can start to see a little bit of detox and die off, even with your first little drink of the Slim. Some people notice a headache right away. Okay, there is niacin in here. And so the little changes that you feel with your body, just know that it's okay, it's safe, it's not harmful. Just take a little Tylenol or ibuprofen if you notice you have your headache. If you happen to get the packet with the E's, then do your E's, okay, to help with any kind of pain or inflammation. This one also should be mixed in 16 ounces of water-ish. Some people do it in 8, anywhere between 8 and 20 ounces. Just depends on the flavor that you like, right? If you like it a little more sweet or sugary, put less. It's stevia, so it's not sugar, it's stevia. So natural plant leaf is what it's flavored with. So, and then I want you to eat about 20 to 30 minutes later, because in the beginning, when it starts to drive blood sugars, sometimes you can get this little like crash down, and that can make you feel not so good. So while your body's getting used to this, definitely have your little breakfast. Or if you don't really eat till lunch, then do your Slim before lunch, okay? All right, and then we'll move on to our BioCleanse and ProBio 5. These are the basic products that come in our triplex. So when you hear us say the word triplex, this is what we're talking about. These 3 things. It's the bag of Slim and these 2 products. BioCleanse is that scrubbing bubble brush, okay? That's scrubbing and taking stuff out. Your ProBio 5 is weeding and seeding your gut. These 2 are sisters or brothers or whatever, but they're family. Don't separate them. They will be very sad. You will be very sad. So keep them together, okay? This has such a powerful enzyme in it that breaks through the candida shell, which is like a cockroach shell. This is how beautiful this product is, because not only is it seeding your gut, but it is able to weed, like it's getting rid of these bad things. So I say anything pink and shiny in your body, these 2 things are cleaning that up, okay? So this is why my urinary tract infections went away, my canker sores, my sinus infections, my yeast infections. Like, think of all the pink and shiny things, guys. That's what it's going to help fix, okay? Okay, actually, look at that, Barbie. It's your turn. Yeah. Oh gosh. Wait, maybe not. I'm so sorry. Your ProBio 5, guys, you only want to start with 1. I know the bottle says like 1 to 4 daily. Don't start with more than 1. You will be sorry. It's too much detox and die off to put your body through. So you'll start there, okay, with 1. And then each week, essentially, if you can, we like you to go up 1 at a time to a maximum of 4. And then you would stay at 4. You don't have to do that. You could just go up to 2 and stay at 2. But if you notice your cravings, like you're really craving sugar or craving alcohol or craving whatever you crave, it can sometimes, as part of detox and die off, your cravings can come on pretty strong. So this is why that water intake is so important. Fill your body, flush that stuff out, and then slowly but surely we're going to get you up on this one. Now, BioCleanse, gosh, yeah, we don't want to start with too much of this or too little. So we need to know, like, how many times a day do you poop? So we have to talk about poop here a little bit. Doesn't bother me not one bit, because I am a nurse. And so you don't have to be a nurse to talk poop, right? So 1 to 6 capsules a day is what you get with BioCleanse, okay? I'm a person that needs 4 at nighttime. That's what I do. And in the morning, I have a really great movement and life is great. And maybe 1 more time during the day. We should be pooping 1 to 3 times a day. So anything less than that, you need to increase your BioCleanse. Anything more than 4 times a day, we need to decrease our BioCleanse. So that one, you're going to work really close with your sponsor, okay? Whoever brought you here. It says on the bottle, 2 capsules between breakfast and lunch, 2 capsules between lunch and dinner. That's great and that's perfect. But if that's like, oh my gosh, I'm taking supplements all over the place, that's why I just take mine at bedtime. Okay, So I take mine at bedtime with my ProBio 5. And so it's basically Slim in the morning, these two at bedtime. Okay, now I'm done. Go ahead, Barbie.
Thank you, Phyllis. Aloha, everyone. Yeah, I'm Barbie. I think I've met, I don't know who the iPhone is. Anna, I feel like I've met you. Did we meet in California? No? Do you live near Phyllis? No, Phyllis? Okay. Anyways, aloha. Well, I'm Barbie, and like Phyllis said, I'm her sister-in-law, and we basically started these together. So, and when you start a new regimen, it's difficult. Whenever you start a new routine, right? It's not natural. We live majority of our life on autopilot and like just going on our unconsciousness and like, boom, we do this, we do that, we do this, right? So when you start a new routine, you have to be mindful. You have to be like, I had to set an alarm on my phone because I would get ready for bed. And then I would, like, my routine was like, I would go after dinner, I'd get ready for bed, and then I would go to the couch and hang out with the kids and my husband, and we'd watch TV. 9 out of 10 times, I fall asleep on the couch. So they're like shaking me to go to bed. Do you think I want to get up and go take my ProBio 5 and BioCleanse? Nope. So I set an alarm on my phone because it was really difficult. I wasn't used to taking medications. And so it was difficult for me. And then I would be like, I'm not getting out of bed to do this. So do what you need to do. You know, like if you need to put it by your toothbrush because you're really good about brushing your teeth right before bed, do that. Like put them where you need to so that you can make this work for you. Because yeah, it just starting something new. And now it's like no brainer. I do it all religiously. I do it unconsciously. It's part of my routine, right? But I'm 3 years in. The first couple months, it was a struggle. And you guys, consistency is key. Just like if you go to a gym once a week, great, awesome. I'm glad you went at least once, but are you gonna see changes? No, not really. So consistency is key. Daily taking your supplements, getting rid of that candida, like Phyllis was talking about, getting rid of and repopulating the good, you will see the change. It takes 90 to 120 days for our cells to regenerate. So be patient. You didn't get here in 30 days. You didn't get to where you are in 30 days, right? In your health journey. It took time. So don't expect some kind of miracle. Like Phyllis said, this isn't a quick fix. This isn't a bad diet. This is not a Band-Aid, you guys. This is not a Band-Aid. This is true healing from the inside out. So love yourself, be patient with yourself, and keep consistency, and you will see the change. I promise you, like as I've gone on, and I do believe, because partly it might be because I've added supplements along the way, right? Because I'll feel like, oh, this or that, or, you know, and I'll talk a bit about our Joyome, which, you know, I love now too, our skincare. But I noticed like in the last 3 years, like my health has improved tremendously. Looking at me from the outside, you may have thought even 3 years ago, I actually weighed less. But 3 years ago, you'd be like, oh gosh, she's so fit and she's thin and like she must be so healthy, right? And yes, in the last like 2 decades, I do eat clean. I exercise on a regular basis, but honestly, I did not feel good. I struggled with anxiety. I struggled with depression. I exercised like crazy to burn my crazy. It was an unhealthy amount of exercise that I did. It wasn't your, 30 minutes to an hour a day. I would do 2 to 3 hours. I would go to like a crazy gnarly workout class and then go surfing. Like I just was constantly trying to just get those endorphins going. And now if I went a day without, I literally was a bitch. I felt that way. I felt like so inside. I was very irritable. I was short with my family. Like my mood was not good. So I love the fact that this has totally helped me in that area. Now, I don't even exercise. I exercise 5 days a week, 4 to 5 days a week. Before it was like craziness in mostly like 6 to 7 days. So exercise is important. We need to move our bodies, 100% important. I used to think like diet and exercise was all you needed to be healthy. And like I said, I was struggling. So how was I doing these things for the last 2 decades and still feeling the way I was feeling? And that's what's so important, you know, is how we feel, how we feel, right? Because that's how we're going to act. If we feel flumpy and grumpy and all of that, we're going to be like, we're not going to be putting out the best of ourselves. So I love the fact that this helps with this. Phyllis, I started like Phyllis with the triplex. The other thing though that really matters is your X Factor Plus. So I'm going to just briefly talk about this. How many, raise your hand or put in the comment for those 3 that I can't see. I know Sandy, but if you take the X Factor Plus, is anybody on this multivitamin? Shayna is, yeah. I know Sandy, Anna, yes. Okay. I don't know who the iPhone is. If you do, okay. And then Alyssa, do you take X Factor? No, okay. So this actually is something I added in my, Alyssa, did you start with just the triplex? Yeah, okay. Same with me. That's pretty much where most people start. Michelle, what about you? Do you take the X Factor? No, okay. You started with just the triplex?
I started like with a whole bunch, like I'm still waiting for my welcome pack to get here.
Oh, I love it. I love that. Okay.
It should be here in a couple days. I'm excited.
Okay, good. Well, this is why like we want to do this new ambassador call, because you guys are just getting started. So I want to just make sure like we're touching on the things that you guys are taking. 9 out of 10 people start with the triplex. That is our core to our microbiome. Weight loss is a side effect of a healthy microbiome. Weight gain as well. I gained 10 pounds, okay? I needed it. I was, like I said, I was exercising too much and I was in an unhealthy area. Now I'm at my body's perfect weight, and I feel good. So, but the X Factor Plus is the mother of all multivitamins, honestly. This is something every single one of us should be taking. It has 19 essential vitamins and minerals. It's got over 50 trace minerals. And the beautiful thing about this is that it's methylated, meaning it's in the bioavailable form our body absorbs. So Phyllis has the mutated gene, MTHFR. I never got the blood test, but I can pretty much guarantee I had it. My insurance wouldn't cover it, so I didn't get the test. But I was prescribed B vitamins because my B levels were low and I was having I was just fatigued. I was addicted to Starbucks. Every day I would go at 2 o'clock when I picked my kids up from school, I would go get me a Starbucks to get me through the rest of the day after I picked them up. So the fact that this is in the methylated form means that your body can absorb it. So after I started taking this, which I added my 2nd month, my B levels went up. They went over, I think they climbed like over 200. It was great. And it was 3 months after I started this, where I had been on a supplement that my doctor had prescribed me, no changes, and I still felt fatigued. So I love that this has, is fully, sorry, I'm just gonna put my cat down here. They like to climb up here. It has vitamin D3 in the which is great for our immune system, right? It's got zinc, it's got copper, it's got magnesium, and the magnesium even in our BioCleanse. And you need magnesium to absorb your vitamin D3. Hold on, I'm gonna yell for my daughter. I'm gonna mute. Sorry, I just was yelling for them to come get the cat. We have little kittens, I'm sorry. They love my desk. So it is in the form that your body can absorb. It's got thiamine, it's got your active B vitamins. It's got chlorophyll. It's green in color. So that actually, I'm going to just show you because it's chlorophyll. And this helps so much to detoxify your blood, right? So this is great as you're starting the triplex because you're going to, again, you want to help detoxify anytime you can. It also helps your immune system and wound healing. It helps your bone strength, nerve function, immune, like I talked about, menopause symptoms. It's got This is one of the things that right away took away Phyllis's hot flashes. So if anybody's going through any menopause symptoms, if you have thyroid issues, you guys, this converts the inactive T3 into T4. Anybody on thyroid medications or with thyroid issues definitely needs to be on the X Factor Plus, okay? And it's got it's got basically a black, it's like a, is it black currant berry? It's a berry that actually is like iron. So you're gonna get your iron in here. It's gonna help, like I said, with your, it has aloe, so it's gonna increase absorption even more. So it's already in the form our body can absorb, but it has aloe in here, and they actually just added more aloe. So you're gonna have absorption, and it's got polyphenols that help protect the gut. This is honestly an amazing multivitamin. Highly recommend it for everybody to add in maybe next month when you're at it in your subscription, because probably your BioCleanse, unless you're really constipated, your BioCleanse will probably last you close to 2 months. So you can always just do Slim, ProBio 5, and X Factor Plus for your next month's subscription. And that's something that, like, talk to whoever signed you up, or you can always reach out to me or Phyllis because you want to know how to navigate your back office a little bit and how to make those adjustments. Again, in your calendar, put, if you signed up on June 5th, then know that July 5th, your subscription is going to go, right? So you want to make sure you go in and edit that and put what you want for your following months. Don't ever turn your subscriptions off because you get points that you can use for free products. If you don't want any products that month, just push it back. So if you're like, I was really inconsistent, it took me a long time to get going, push it to August, but don't turn it off because you'll lose all of your points, okay? But yeah, you don't want to do that. We want you to be consistent. We want you to, you paid for this, right? You invested in yourself. So do the next step. You enrolled, you got your products, now use them. Okay, they have the X Factor Kids, which is a multivitamin, just as beautiful of a multivitamin as what I talked about, but it also has probiotics in it. So, and they reformulated it to add another strand of probiotic. If you have anybody in your family, kiddos, they need this, right? Like their diets, which a lot of adult diets mimic the kid diets, but it's carb, sugars, and dairy. That's what most of our kids eat, right? And for me to get them, I did this cute little post with my daughters because the Chromium in Slim is equivalent to 9 cups of broccoli. And I was like, girls, do you want to eat 9 cups of broccoli every day? Or do you want to drink your Slim? I mean, I like broccoli, but I'm not going to eat 9 cups every single day, right? But that's what we get in our Slim. So if you have any little ones, the Kids Chewable, this is the X Factor Kids multivitamin plus the probiotic, and they just launched like over convention weekend a couple weeks ago, the drink for the kids, which is going to help. It has DHA and some proteins that are found in breast milk. So cognitive brain function, super important, especially like I said, because a lot of our kids, they eat so much sugar. Even the multivitamin, like say they take a multi-chewable from Costco, if they had 1 of those gummy bears a day, it makes 3.5 pounds of sugar a year. And you wonder why all these kids are hyperactive, why they get these diagnoses of hyperactive, right? And all this attention span is like 0, like nothing. It's because they're all wound up. I mean, we can't blame them, right? So it's so important for our kids. And then the Mega X, love Mega X. I like Mega X because I've always known that it's important to take omegas, but I honestly could not stand the fishy taste. And I even tried the krill oil ones, and I felt like I would just burp up fishy taste, and I could not stand it. So this is, because all of ours, like there's like a few things that have, like our Ease has New Zealand green lip mussel, but majority of all of our products are plant-based. So this is made from an ahi flower. So it's just like the fish ahi, AHI. And it's a white flower. They press the leaves, and it's the purest form of omega-3. So omega-3, right? Great for our hair, our cell membranes, like all of that stuff. It helps so much with inflammation and so autoimmune, if you have any kind of autoimmune conditions or anything like that. But the cool thing too is this Mega X, it has omega-9. So I had never heard of 5, 7, and 9. I didn't know what those were. I had to look them up. And omega-9 basically increases the healthy cholesterol, decreasing the LDL, and increases energy, decreases anger. So if you have any kind of like, you like I used to be like that, you guys. I'm not like that anymore. And not to say that I don't ever like lose my cool, but not anything compared to what I used to be. I just had, I battled that. But it enhances your mood. So omega-9 enhances your mood, decreases the feeling of like anger or irritability. Omega-7 is also something that's going to help with your insulin resistance. So it's going to help your pancreas create and make that that insulin. So it's going to help with that. And then omega-5 is a really powerful antioxidant, and it's actually 6 times more potent than grapeseed extract. Did you hear that? That's crazy, because that in our ProBio 5, right, that Phyllis talked about, our ProBio 5, it's the grapeseed extract that kills the candida, that gets rid of those bad bugs that we don't want in our gut, right? So the fact that omega-5, which is in our Mega X, is 6 times more potent than typical grapeseed extract, this also is going to help you. So sleep, people that battle sleep, this is huge. Inflammation, it's going to help with inflammation. It's going to help repair our damaged cells. So this is actually a really great one to add down the road if you want to as well. And then, did you want me to talk about collagen? Oh, Vitabiome. Yeah, I'm talking about all this mood stuff. Yeah. Vitabiome is our other probiotic, and it actually has, it's a broad spectrum probiotic, and it has clinically proven strands that help with mood. So this was the other one. My second month, I added in X Factor Plus and Vitabiome, and I really think that that's when I felt the shift for myself. So if you know anybody, or you yourself have, need to improve your mood, improve your stress levels, right? If you're stressed out, or if you have any kind of GI discomfort, the Vitabiome is a really big one. So the ProBio 5 is great because it's a probiotic that kills the candida. We want to kill that candida, right? Because in order to repopulate all of our good microbes, you have to get rid of that candida. That is necessary. This is the other sister, because BioCleanse is one of the sisters. This is the other sister of, and it's the the Vitabiome. So really great. It has psychobiotics that are proven for your mood and So love the Vitabiome. Collagen. Okay. I did a lot of research on collagen because this was not something I added into my regimen in the beginning. But collagen, I always thought was, the structure of our skin, like what's holding it up, right? The foundation, because you get the saggy skin, the wrinkles, all that, right? Skin, hair, and nails. That's really what I thought about collagen as. And when I started researching it, because I had a lot of friends that I was asking, do you take collagen? And, do you, and they are like, yeah, I take it from Costco. So I'm like, okay, what makes ours better than Costco? Right? Because that's the thing I want to know. Why am I going to promote this one versus letting them go to Costco and getting a huge thing of it for probably the same price? I don't know how much it is there. But collagen is the most abundant protein in our bodies that we naturally make. But as we age, we decrease the production of it. By the time we're 20, we're starting the decrease in the production. By the time you're 50, it's almost 68% less production of the collagen. Collagen is not just for your hair, skin, and nails, although it's going to make that very nice, and I like it for those reasons. as well. But it also is for your bone density, you guys, your bone density, your muscle mass, your joints, your cartilage, even your heart, even the arteries in your heart, it helps. So if you're over the age of 20, you really need to be taking collagen as a supplement. Ours is has a little scooper in it. It's pretty flavorless, so you can add it to anything. You add 2 scoops, and you'll get the daily needed value of the collagen. It's going to help boost your metabolism. It's going to, of course, give your skin a good glow, and you're going to help the foundation of your skin. It's going to increase your energy levels. It's been proven for cellulite. Okay, I mean, come on. That alone might get some of us ladies on it. I talked about the cardiovascular health. It helps with your gut health, your leaky gut, again, with that. And like I was saying, bone density. So it makes sense, right? Because as people age, and you got the elderly who you're like, don't fall down, grandma, you'll break a bone. But if they took collagen, their bones would be strong, and they could fall down and not break a bone, right? I mean, hopefully. So what makes it better? So back to like what makes this collagen better. It is types 1 and 3. So it's got your grass-fed bovine, and it's got your marine base in there. It's got prebiotics in it. Okay, prebiotics, ceramides, which are for your skin, biotin for your hair and nails, vitamin E and C, great for cell function, right? And it has a superfood blend. So it's just going to hydrate us. It's going to firm our skins. It's going to help our bones, help our cartilage, help our joints. And, you know, as we age, we don't have to be like, oh, aches and pains and all of that along the way. So, so that's that. And then the last one I'm going to touch on is the Joyome. So Joyome, if you guys, and these are things that as you go on, you can add into, but Joyome, I love. There's the day and night serums. I love that they're natural. You don't have to worry about any sneaky ingredients in here. We've actually gone above and beyond the European standards, which are way above our American standards, right? So Plexus went above that. It's got a hydrolipid system, so it means it's going to actually absorb into your skin, right? It's not just going to apply it and sit on your skin. I love that it's simple. Wash your face, apply. There's not 4 steps. You don't have to wait for the first step to dry, to apply the second, to apply the third, and maybe even a 4th, right? It's 1 step. I like that. I'm simple. So basically the day one will relax and soften the appearance of the expression lines, crow's feet, puffiness around. I notice that's one thing I notice too. Like when I wake up, I don't feel so puffy. Decreasing pore size. My daughters use this. They're teenagers. They battle acne. I try really hard to get them to eat clean, right? And they take their supplements, but they still love their sugar. I can't get them away from it, but at least I can help them know that they're getting the nutrients they need as well. And then the night serum was for like deeper wrinkles. It increases the firmness, the elasticity of your face. It's really great for any irritation, like any skin irritation. So if you've got sunburn, that's one thing I've noticed, like we can apply some of the Joyome on there. Living in Hawaii, right? We're exposed every single day. We're outside. And also I noticed it took away a sunspot that I had on my cheek. So I was really happy about that. And it defends against harmful microbes. So our skin is our biggest organ, right? So it's going to help. It's going to help our skin microbiome as well. So I really love both of those. I would love to know if anybody has any specific questions, especially about the routine, the regimen that they just started.
I have some weight loss ones to go through too, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so in this chat, you guys, I wrote in there, like, as Barbie was talking, like 1 Vital Biome a day. Take it with your Slim. 3 pumps of the serum, 3 pumps in the morning, 3 pumps at night. So if you guys have any questions about like how many am I supposed to be taking, would love to talk about that too. 2
Yeah.
scoops of your collagen in any liquid. I put mine in my Slim, shake it up, done for the day. You can put it in your coffee too. Okay. So weight loss, you guys may have seen some of these come in your packets. We have Balance and Block. I'm just going to talk about these real quick. Block is 2 capsules. Balance is 2 capsules. So that's easy to remember. And you can do that anywhere between 30 minutes before a meal all the way up to your meal. It's going to paralyze the enzymes that break down your food into glucose, which of course, when we're not using all that extra glucose floating around in our system, our body converts it to fat. So this blocks 48% of your carbs, which is awesome. So Block also has some brown seaweed in there. So if you are a person that has any thyroid concerns, you want Block. It's got this beautiful natural form of iodine, which is actually pretty darn brilliant for people with thyroid. So Block is kind of like an absolute in your packet, as well as X Factor Plus. Okay. Now, the neat thing about Balance is this is going to balance your blood sugars as well as block carbs. So if you're pre-diabetic, diabetic, if you're just somebody that has highs and lows of your day, like you need that afternoon nap, or when you eat, you feel like, oh, I just crash after food, Balance is going to keep that from happening. So I say with Balance, you can have it twice a day. I actually read that. I thought it was only once a day, but you can have it twice a day. And, but it doesn't have the brown seaweed that Block does. So, you know, you could seriously get one of each bottle. Oops, that's the wrong one. One of each bottle if you do have a thyroid thing, you know, to use for the iodine purposes here. But if you're wanting to like get the blood sugar control, which you do, again, thyroid's just another hormone. So balance insulin, you balance all your hormones fall into place. Dopamine, serotonin, GABA, melatonin, your sleep. Like it's crazy how all the hormones work. So, okay, so that's Balance. Oh, and it's so 2 and 2. And then this one also is 2. This is, oops, sorry, I'm confused. Metaburn. Metaburn is your thermogenic. This is going to burn fat. You can take this with food, without food. I take it with food. I noticed that it kind of, it has this cool menthol effect. And it's the rhodiola that's in here. We have adaptogenic herbs. Like this is such a brilliant little bottle of goodness. It's going to boost energy. It's going to boost mood. It's going to give mental clarity, and it's going to burn 150 calories for you a day. That's like running a mile and a half is what I explain the burn that you get from Metaburn. So that's a lot. If you're just sitting around the house, now imagine if you're exercising and you've taken Metaburn, you're really going to kick up your metabolism a notch. This does have a little green tea in it. Guys, this is pretty much all that has caffeine. Everything else we have makes you feel like you've got great, wonderful energy. It's just from the way blood sugars are balanced. So love the Metaburn. Okay, and then lastly, Lean for our weight management supplements. Lean can be used for people who need to gain weight. It also can be used for people who want to lose some weight. You're going to fill it in the gaps of your food during the day if you're wanting to add extra calories, right? And then also throw in a banana, put a big scoop of peanut butter, you know, just add things to it if you're wanting more calories. Now, if you're wanting to really truly replace a meal, you're going to want to mix it either just with water or coconut water. Coconut milk. Yeah, coconut water. You can do that too. Or you can do, you can do milk, but milk's a lot higher in calories, right? So you want to do the almond milk or something like that, like 30 calories a cup. Mix it and go. It's what I call fast food. It's $2 a meal. Like, and anyone can drink it. Little kids up to elderly people. Like just get rid of your Boost or your Ensure. Don't do that anymore. Let your family have a beautiful form of clean protein. We have vegan for people who are vegan. We have vegan options too. So I love that. Chocolate, vanilla are our flavors. And yeah, so you get options too. Everything's a drop down. You click in there and you just drop down and pick what you want. I wanted to quickly go over detox and die off, because when you're new, this first 4 to 6 weeks to 8 weeks, you may be like, okay, this is not making me feel amazing yet. Okay. And if you're that person, hang in there with us. Okay. If you're the person that's starting to see amazing things, weight loss, energy, better sleep, better mood, less cravings, like that was me. I had that story. Barbie didn't. Okay. She didn't notice any of that. But for me, like, she noticed some things, like a little more energy, maybe less cravings for sugar. But mine was big and huge and like over the top. But I also had some die off. So let's talk about that. Brain fog. In your first week, you may feel a little bit like not quite right. Okay. Poor concentration, tightness in your chest, heart palpitations. This may or may not scare you, but I just want you to know that Herxheimer reaction is a real thing, and you guys can Google that. That comes with probiotics when you start a new probiotic plan, or if you abruptly change your diet. Say you cut out sugar, like you just cold turkeyed sugar, you're going to go through some detox and die off, and it's going to feel the same way because the yeast is dying. You are not feeding the yeast anymore. When you feed your body sugar, carbs, or alcohol, you are feeding what I call the yeast monster. And this yeast monster wants to yell and scream and say, feed me more, as it's dying. So, you want to be doing the things like we talked about to get rid of the toxins. So here's some more, not done yet. Gastrointestinal distress. So that could be constipation, nausea, diarrhea. So maybe somebody gets constipated. That was me. Other people may have looser stools. Like if it's something that's lasting a few days, then we need to talk. I say a good clean out is good for everyone. You shouldn't be rushing to the bathroom. This is not that kind of cleanse. It's a very gentle, smooth movement is what I call it. So if you're experiencing something more or more drastic, please talk to your sponsor because we can slow that down a little bit for you. Dizziness, feeling sick all over, body aches, oh my goodness, joint pain. Toxins will get into your joints and cause inflammation. So water is flushing it out. You think more water is going to make you feel more swollen. It's not. It's actually going to overload your system and push the extra water out. Intense cravings for sweets or carbs. Again, or cravings for alcohol. Itching, feeling of intoxication. This one's really crazy. When yeast is dying, it puts off alcohol. So this is why you kind of get that like maybe a little weird loopy feeling. That was me. I had that my first week. Fatigue, muscle and joint pain, anxiety, depression. They call this emotional detox. So if you're a person that struggles with anxiety or depression, we want to watch this closely. This is not a time for you to be adjusting your medications that your physicians have put you on. This is something you want to definitely talk to your doctor will help you titrate off, because here's the cool thing. So many people are getting off those kind of medications because guess what? We fix the gut, we fix the serotonin. The serotonin starts to release again, and now you're happy. And you're like, why am I so happy? You're sleeping. Sleeping is so good, right? Sleeping is going to help you actually lose weight. And nobody wants to be sleep deprived. Okay, sinusitis. You might notice that you're more congested. Those headaches we talked about, a sore throat, irritability, or crankiness. So how's that for a list of things to look forward to, you guys? But I just want you to know that this is possible for some. Some don't notice it at all. 70% don't notice detox. 30% do. I was that person. Okay, so we talked about how to clear those toxins. If you're having trouble sleeping at night, I want to talk about a little more things of tweaking. ProBio5 and BioCleanse sometimes can be wakeful for some people. If you notice that your sleep is worse, then let's move that stuff 30 minutes before your dinner, okay? And then we'll eventually get you back to taking it at bedtime, but for right now, we need to move it before dinner, okay? I saw a question about the MetaBurn. Okay, MetaBurn is definitely one of those things. Oh, it was a private thing, so you guys might not have seen it. MetaBurn, I take it with food, okay? So I would start out with one MetaBurn, maybe with breakfast or with lunch. And then the next day you can say, oh, okay, I felt good. Not, you didn't feel too wired or anything, because again, it's like this crazy, awesome, clean energy, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm shaking out of my skin. But people maybe who do suffer significant anxiety already, it might be too much energy for you, and that might create more anxiety. So we want to just watch it, okay? Eat it with food, take it with food. And then the next day, if you felt great, try one with lunch. So start with breakfast, maybe one with lunch. I wouldn't do it afterwards because you want this energy in the morning hours, right? Not at nighttime. And so, so the better. And then if you're like, okay, breakfast, lunch, it was great, my energy's good, if you want to simplify, you can take 2 of them either with breakfast or 2 of them with lunch. So that's kind of a long story about MetaBurn, but again, it's keeping it very simple for you so that you can be successful with these products. There's no perfect way to take them. The bottle does give some suggestions, but when I talk about things, it's just because it's like, you know, I want to, it's tried and true. Like I've tried it, I've seen it, it works, and it's simple. Like everything at bedtime, everything with breakfast, a couple things at lunch, okay? And then I love what Barbie said, set alarms if you have to in the beginning, because it will become a routine, but it takes 21 days to set up a new habit or make a routine.
Yeah.
So this is why just talk to us a lot. I'm kind of reading through here, Shayna. Yeah, diarrhea, muscle aches, headaches. I know, but you just got to get through it because now Shayna has this beautiful, beautiful testimony.
I'll share real quick. Like for me, I had really stinky gas. Like I did. I felt like I was like something died inside of me. That's what it smelled like. It didn't. It lasted maybe the week. I think it was less than a week. But I was like, ooh, that's bad. And that's all I really experienced. But my mom got really sick, and my mom's gut has been messed up since was in her 20s, and she's, you know, pushing 70, right? So again, how far back you are, how messed up your gut is probably how you're going to experience your detox. So I just want to tell you, if you're having a detox, it means you had a bad gut and you really need this. Like you need to push through this, right? So my mom at first quit, and she wouldn't be consistent because she didn't like the symptoms. And then she kept having flare-ups. She has colitis. She kept having flare-ups. Nothing that the doctor was prescribing her was working. They finally gave her a medication, and she was like, my insurance don't cover it. It's $300. And I'm like, Mom, just be consistent, please. Like, stay consistent. And so she did. And 3 months later, like after she was consistent, all the symptoms were gone. And she hasn't had a flare-up in over 2 years. She used to have lactose intolerance where she couldn't eat she had to be so careful of what she ate, healed her gut. She can now go get a Lappert's ice cream and be totally fine. Like she can eat ice cream, she can eat things and be totally fine. So I just want to say, like, if you do have really gnarly and bad detox, it's because your body really, really needs this. So celebrate it, even though it feels like really bad. It can, right? Even if it does feel bad, know that this is just like a short little bit, and then it's going to be like, whoa, yay, I feel good. So I just wanted to add that in there.
Yeah, I want to just address what Shayna said. One of her girls just got diverticulitis, so this is something we're dealing with. She said she'd never experienced it before, but you know, we are like, your body's purging. So it's purging these bad bugs, parasites, viruses, fungus, and it needs to come out. And so sometimes it creates an opportunistic infection. I had like 2 urinary tract infections almost back to back when I started the products. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? But then after that, I've had nothing. Okay. My sinuses just drained. I had crust in my nose for probably 2 full months. But you've got sinuses in your forehead. You've got like huge sinus cavity here. It just was draining and it was coming out. My son's acne got worse before it got better. But all these gnarly, like deep pocketed scars are healing finally. He had chest and back knee, and the scars are going away. He did water polo, so he had this like fungal infection on his back where his back was completely white by the end of the season, and all that's healed. So he uses the Triplex, the X Factor Plus, and he puts the Joyome on. So the Joyome is for men and women, okay? Any kind of skin disorder, eczema, psoriasis, oh my gosh, cracked, dry heels during the summer, stretch marks, you will see some beautiful results with that. And Barbie talked about that too with the collagen actually has made some real big differences for people with the cellulite, but also like, I I point to my belly because I've had 3 kids, so I have stretch marks. But yeah, it's just fading the scars, filling in the, the wrinkles of the stretch mark and stuff. So Michelle Finley has her hand raised. Michelle, do you have a question?
No, I don't. I was just saying hi.
Oh, you're so cute. Okay, Michelle is from Alaska, just like the other Michelle. We have 2 Michelles on here from Alaska. So welcome, Alaska peeps. Oops. How am I not hearing everybody?
Anna, that is what she was like. Honestly, the triplex will start to heal up with the acne, and it may get worse. But I know that the Joy on the Day serum has helped a lot with my girls, and body cream actually helps a lot too because of that activated charcoal in there. It draws out all of the impurities. And Phyllis was holding up the Joyum and what X Factor Plus.
X Factor Plus.
Yeah.
Because
So those will help.
Yeah, the A and E vitamins in the X Factor Plus are really good for the skin. And that came to us from one of our girls who used to do hair and makeup for New York, like Giselle Bundchen, as in sat in her chair. So yeah, she's a huge fan of X Factor Plus for skin. And she too had cystic acne. So yeah, Aiden just had it so bad, but we started him on the triplex just to help with like some anxiety he was having. He was chewing his knuckles. He's a high performer, and that's just his own little brain, how he works. And I thought, oh boy, we better catch this before he tries something else and likes it. And so he's never done that, thank goodness. But that darn Slim did. It helped really balance his mood. Nobody's hangry in the house. And then also, lo and behold, the ProBio 5 and BioCleanse started to clean up his gut and allow his immune system. I forgot 70% of our immune system, our gut's responsible for. So when you fix the gut, you notice that you're just not getting sick anymore either. So,
and honestly, that's one of the reasons I personally started, is when I learned that 90% of our serotonin, which is our mood boosting hormone, is produced in our gut. So you got your serotonin, your dopamine, your GABA, your melatonin, all of those are produced in your gut. And those are all, and honestly, when you balance out your blood sugars, you guys, with Slim, when your blood sugar is balanced, all your other hormones do fall into place. And when your gut microbiome is in check, your body can produce what it's naturally supposed to produce. So you don't have all these ailments. And yeah, just to reiterate, like, stay in close contact with who signs you up. And you have layers of support, you guys. Like, this is what this is about, is all of us here to help all of us feel good, right? Like, I'm so thankful for Brooke, who got me started, and Phyllis started, and I couldn't do this without reaching out to other people. Like, I could do my research, but still adjusting your regimen and having, like, we have so many great people on our team. We have doctors, we have pharmacists, we have, lots of medical people, and you don't need to be medical. The thing that I personally think that those that are in medical, they just kind of like already have that geeky brain for science. So like for me, I was like, ooh, I want to research that. Ooh, and now this goes there, and like all this little bunny trails. And I would spend hours just researching because I liked it. Not everybody likes it though, right? Like, we have stay-at-home moms, we have grandmas, we have like all ranges of like, so you don't have to be in a nurse or in the medical field to share these products. But I think that sometimes I can get a little bit more sciencey than some people might like, but I love research, and I am always happy to like reach out and help people along the way, every single one of you. So definitely make sure you're in contact, because if you stop pooping, which happens a lot, right? Because you get backed up with the die-off, and then all of a sudden they're like, no, I didn't feel good, so I just stopped it all. Like, no, do not stop it all. Talk to us first. We can help you.
Yeah, and I just wanted to share with you guys really quick because we have a couple new people here. We're getting some people leaving, and I don't want to lose everybody. But it's $9.95 right now to invite your friends or family to join. We are paying that $9.95 again this month, so it's free for your friends to join Plexus. Okay, there's a membership fee that's annual of $39.
No, sorry.
It's free, and then sorry, Barbie's answering some things in the chat, so watch. Okay. And then also we have a $20 off coupon code. So you're going to get $20 off their welcome pack. So it's going to be 79 or 179 instead of 99 or 199. So you guys probably, if you're new from last month, you got to participate in some of our discounts. So in this month, Plexus is doubling some bonuses. So it's $405 when you sponsor just 3 people. So that's big money. That will pay for your products for a while. And then when you get 6, you get another $100 bonus. When you get 9, you get another $100 bonus. So we're talking $600 for 9 people, and that's just the bonuses. You get $35 to $40 when somebody signs up with a welcome pack. So times 9, that's another $360. That's $1,000 for 9 friends, okay, in the month of July. Now, if you get 10 friends, that's another $150 bonus. And because you're new, that's considered fast start. You're going to get another $150. So that's $1,300 you just made with Plexus for getting 10 people to join you. Okay. So is it hard to do that? Nope. Not if you just want to really make a difference in some people's lives. So I say reach out, talk to your friends, talk to your family. Just tell them, I'm doing this. Would you please do this with me? I need an accountability partner. I posted on social media, I needed an accountability partner. I posted, here's my pink drink. This is what it's doing for me already. I'm sleeping better. Another day I would say, I'm having amazing energy with this. I gave up my coffee. What? People are like, what are you talking about? Tell me more. Okay. And so those were the simple things that we post, and just loving on people and providing an answer, because look at all these things we've talked about tonight. The chat's actually pretty full of some questions that people have had, different things from cystic acne, right? We said to different skin issues, autoimmune, food and sensitivities, allergies, you name it. We have something here for you. Little kids, 6 months old to 120 years old. Plexus has something for you. So anyway, you guys, this was a long call, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys got a lot of content and value out of it. I am going to stop the recording.